I couldn't wait. It's Romania Black. Hi. So volume 10 of Toilet Bound Hanako-Kun, volume 9 left off this whole daydream story, left off on such a cliffhanger of this artificial world that the fourth mystery has created, and Yashiro and Ko and Sakura and Natsuhiko and apparently Tsukasa are the only ones that are real. They're stuck in this world with this spirit, and she's made this artificial world, and the only way that they can get out, that Yashiro and Ko can get out, is if they kill their best, most dearest friends that are fake, supposedly, but they have to kill that version of them to get out. And woof. It left on such a chilling ending that I was like, I usually take like a week and process it and then go back to reading it, but I was like, no, we're going to go ahead and read volume 10 because I need to know what happens. I need to know. I need to get some answers, and I'm terrified of what we're about to find out. I don't know how they can get out any other way unless they convince the spirit to let them out, but I don't know how they're going to do that. And they don't have Hanako-Kun there to help, so it's like, what are they going to do? And that's terrifying. And I'm like, I don't want Yashiro or Ko to kill either one of them because that's awful, and that would be so traumatizing to do. Even if it wasn't really them, that's still so traumatizing. And Tsukasa, like, what a warped and twisted thing to do. And it makes so much sense that it's Tsukasa's plan because he's like, this will be fun. And it's like, y'all warned me that this series got dark and that these chapters were going to get into some dark territory. And we've already dealt with like someone that has committed suicide, and that's why they're a school mystery. And that there's this idea about morality and logic and the real world, and oh my gosh, this is getting into some crazy stuff. So we're gonna look at volume 10, which is 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50 chapters, 5 chapters here, and I don't know what to think, y'all. I'm really nervous going into this because what do we do? But man, I'm curious how this whole thing got started. They just kind of started last volume, like they just ended up in this world and everything was already fake. So I don't know if they just got plucked and they can't remember how they got there. But I think to myself, I'm like, oh, the show's not going to go there. It's not going to make Yashiro and Ko kill these 2 fake characters that just happen to be emulations of their best friends. But you know what? I think this series would go there. I think it would go there, and that terrifies me. So, oh, y'all, I guess we're going to find out. But thank you all for watching this reaction for me reading this manga series. I love the anime, but the manga, I really hope they continue the anime, because if it's going to cover the stuff that we've gone over so far, it's going to get crazy. And I really hope that they do it. So, without further ado, we're going to go into chapter 46, volume 10 here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I should have seen it coming. I've questioned this whole time. As soon as we found out that Mitsuba was not really there, as soon as we found that out, I was like, oh, well, Mitsuba is actually the real Mitsuba from reality. He's just been trying to be in this illusionary world because he wants to be human, and this is his chance to be human in this fictional world. So, of course, he would want to go along with it. But, man, I should have seen it coming. Like, Hanako has been in such a rough state since it's been revealed that Yashiro's had a year or less to live. Like, he's been in such a rough state. And you know it's because he sees that there's no changing her future. So what do we do? And Ko has been so adamant about trying to help her, And now Hanako is throwing it right back in his face. He's like, hey, in this fictional world, time is suspended. So time could be forever suspended in this. We could just let Yashiro live in this world and she'd never know. And then she could live, you know? And it's so, gosh, this series. It's so tragic because on the one hand, he's doing this because he cares about her and he doesn't want her to die. And it makes so much sense why he's doing it. But then it's like, Hanako, you just got done telling Ko that there's nothing we can do about this. So it's all an illusion. And Ko just spent the last 3 chapters telling Mitsuba that, yeah, it's just fake. It's not real. We have to go back to reality. And Mitsuba's gotten on board with it. And, oh, man. This is hard. This is hard. And I'm like, is Yashiro going to find out? She's going to find out that she's going to die. Oof. This is hard, y'all. This is really hard. I don't like this. Not one bit. Not one bit. Oof. Man. Y'all, this is just, this whole volume, like, what a tide turner. I'm like, Hanako, I know you mean well, but this is all going to be bad. And I know Ko's going to be like, no, we can't do this. And now Mitsuba's on his side. So it's like, what do we do? What do we do with this? Like, our main protagonist is gone to the dark side. And it's like, it's the worst part about all this is that even though Hanako sees this as a chance, I know he also knows that it's an illusion and that it's just fleeting. But this is all going to come out to Tsukasa just torturing them. Oh my gosh. Y'all. Oh, this is so rough. That's so rough. Man. That's cruel. Series, you are cruel. This is like a knife to the heart. Like, making Hanako act like the bad guy, even though he's got, good intentions, but no good deed goes unpunished. I'm like, And now what do we do? So I'm still curious, who was the paintbrush? The paintbrush was trying to help them, and Hanako snapped it and kept it from saying anything. So I thought the paintbrush was Hanako. I thought the paintbrush was him trying to reach through and talk, but it wasn't. So who was the paintbrush then? That's the question. That's the mystery. Who's trying to help Yashiro? Indeed. So and there's something tells me that force is still going to try to help her figure things out. But that shot of Hanako just carrying her, and the fact that both he and Tsukasa can use that move to make her go to sleep, and the fact that Hanako's like, that heel turn. Oh man, buddy. Ko has trusted you this whole time and has been on your side, and this is gonna and Teru had told him, he's like, you gotta handle the situation. What I love about Hanako is this duality he has of, as a ghost, I mean, because Yuji's such a pure soul, but as the ghost, he's still a protagonist, but it's like, he's kind of chaotic neutral, It's like, what do we do? Oh, I don't know how to feel about this. I don't know how to feel about this at all, because it's so wrong. But it's like, I know they're going to get out of this fictional world, but it's like the ramifications of what's going to happen when that occurs and how it's going to affect Yashiro and Ko and Hanako. Like, it's just going to torture them all regardless. And Mitsuba's going to get tortured regardless, too, because he still can't become human. And Tsukasa's just eating it all up. What is this manga? This is... I need to take a break from this. As much as I want to dive into volume 11, I can't. I need to process. I need to process this a little bit. You guys. Just. And it all makes sense why Hanako's doing it. He's justified in his reasoning, because he's been so tortured by the idea that now Ko knows that Yashiro has this little time left. But, man, holy cow. Well, that's some stuff to process. Where do we go to from here? So yeah, next volume 11, start with chapter 51. Find out where we go to from here. This is insane, guys. It really is. But I guess we'll find out. I appreciate y'all watching. Please feel free to comment down below. Please no spoilers, but let me know what you guys thought of the volume and this whole situation. It's just insanity. I'm like, oh my gosh, our protagonist just having the justified antagonistic tendencies. It's like, oh man, we didn't want to kill Hanako, and now it's even worse because it's implying that if they had just outright tried to kill Hanako and Mitsuba, then it would have killed the real Hanako and Mitsuba. So it's such a cruel double-edged sword that Tsukasa has played here, because it's like either you killed him and you killed him for real, what a torture, or you don't kill him and you have to deal with the fact that they both are happy in this fictional world and have reasons to be happy about it, and the reasons are justifiable, but it still doesn't change the fact that it's morally wrong. So this series, it's so hard. I gotta take a break from it, but I have a feeling that's not gonna be too long because I want to see what happens next. But in the meantime, thank you all so much for watching. Please stay safe, take care, and yeah, y'all, I will be back soon with more Toilet Bound Hanako-Kun. Bye.